Welcome to the jungle. So now we're gonna start talking about expansion. Unfortunately, I don't have the first few turns. I think I only have turn 4, and then from turn 12 onwards, I should have all of them. But so when the action really starts in the game, the multiplayer action, when I start going to war with my neighbors in the game, I'll have the save files to show. But in order to have something to show for expansion, what I imagine we could do is we could try to recreate. It's been so long, but hopefully I can do it again. I don't test a lot in Dominions games, but expansion, I think it's something you need to test, and it's very quick to test, so it's not very boring. And in particular, when you're using my favorite strategy, which is being very greedy, taking scales, and hoping it pans out in the beginning and you capitalize on it later. So here we go. Create world, loaded map. I have this 12-player garden nuke map is garden map nuke, which simulates a generic map nuke for 12 players. And let's call this Nid expansion. Middle Ages, we just need what I do here just to make it faster. I put it on easy AI and put it on defensive and pick like a nation that's not very scary, like Ulm, so it doesn't expand too fast. Because it doesn't matter, we're not going to meet it anyway. Um, that's our nation. From this screen, we press Control M. Here's our pretender. Okay. There's his name. Uh, whatever. I think this doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. Um, what are the research goals? Normally, you want to go for alteration for mouse body. So let's go alteration 3. Do we need something from enchantment? Let's see on nature. Let's see on water. Where does quickness is it thaumaturgy? Is it alteration? It is alteration 4. So I think we might want to go alteration 4. Is there anything good in evocation? Mm. What we really want is nothing very important here. Wait, let's check nature. Web is okay. Where's animate tree? Is it conjuration? Is it enchantment? Is it construction? No. Okay, it is on alteration. It's right here. I missed it. So I'm just thinking about the Wolf clan and the Bear clan. I don't know what else we would want. It's good to get some conjuration at first. Mm, Bears are okay. Should get at least 3 in conjuration. And then it will probably want Thaum and Evo, construction, whatever. We're not going to reach that far anyway. So the Scout becomes a prophet. And what do we recruit turn 1? I don't think we have money for this. So with this leftover money, the starting army is not great, but I feel like for the first turn, you want to recruit the same units because it's going to be easier to complement them and script them. So let's see, can we get Reavers? Can get 4 Reavers. What if we go archers? Hmm. I think this is okay. Normally I would be using mercenaries, but not for the test. Commander is doing nothing. That's fine. All right. So you're gonna preach. We're gonna watch this grow. It's 3 now. So they should have 2 scar souls. The ones we got should have 2. 1. Ah, it's like they don't even have it. And let's see what we have here. Dear tribe. This is much accurate because our dominion spread there. Heavy cav. This looks like an easy one. Now, heavy infantry is harder than deer tribe. Maybe? Is that true? I don't know. Well, we have 47 units. No, the deer tribe are probably going to be weaker. Now, let's just say you stay behind troops here. Now we're going to set them to fire and fire. Um, what am I doing with you? No preach, I don't think it's going to make a difference, but should I bring them? I should bring them. I totally should. In fact, I should keep the archers here, but put these guys here. And these go hold and attack closest. And we put them in front, and you we put on blessing and stay behind troops. Okay, what are we recruiting this turn? As many of these as we can get. We don't have money for them, so cheap mage. Now, how many bear clan can we get? Not a lot. What if we go for... Yeah, it's better to go for bear clan because they are foreign recruit, even though we can't get a lot. That's what we want. Oof, a lot of... Did I take this just with the archers? I forgot to send... That's funny. Okay. See, archers are strong. I should have lost this. Like the morale. How many of them actually left the battle? Like almost all of these guys are wounded. Ridiculous. Okay. So here, we probably want a bear cub mother. Cheap mage. As many of these as we can get. And bear clan. And here, can we get Cub Warriors? Yeah. So these guys have Scar Soul 2 now. And the minimum is 4. Okay, we have 32 units, better units. We don't want to take the heavy cav. We want to take the heavy cav and have them charge at the cheaper bad units, the cub guys. Yeah, we can take this, I think. All right, I only lost 2 Reavers. Good contact. See, we gotta be careful because our blast is not super good for PD. It's not super good in general. What do we got? Oh, it's not a gold mine. It's a resources mine. All right. Still have 30 units. We can take this. It says 30 units. Light infantry is malicious archers. If it's a bad scouting report, I might lose. We can now. Dominion is up to 5. Oh man, I forgot to get a guy to bless. So we're gonna have to wait one more turn here. Hopefully that's not too bad. Wow, we don't have a lot of money. Mm, I'll take them out. Yeah, I guess we can. I think we can. So now that they're being controlled by a cub mother, we can give orders to them. If I put them on, well, the other guy's not here, so I can't show that. But if I put them in a different commander that doesn't have the cub mother trait, yeah, I wouldn't be able to give orders. But I want them to attack cavalry, so they take the charge. How fast are they? They are 11. These are 11. So you want them a little bit in front. And the archers like this, something like that. Hold, stay behind troops. And you hold and fire. We'll try to separate the cavalry from the rest. Don't know how many of the 33 are cavalry. We may lose it. But I'm just rolling with the mistakes already made here. Okay. All right. That one was pretty clean. It was only 4 cav. And it didn't work. My plan to have oh, it kind of worked. Yeah, this is a hard province, even though the numbers are low, so it's acceptable attrition, I would say. This battle, how did it go? Yeah, good contact. Easy. And then you can look how many Scar Souls you have by pressing Tab. Tab shows if they're cursed, diseased, if they have battle afflictions, and this number here is the number of Scar Souls. So they're increasing as we recruit them. See, these ones were 2, now they're up to 3. Our Dominions now is 7. Oh, I think we don't need to breach anymore. We can't go any higher. So we don't need these guys to bless anymore, but we probably still want to recruit. Well, let's see what we can do if we recruit cheap mages for now. And then where do we have a lot of resources? This is plains and mountain. Oh, it has a lot of resources because of the mine. The mine's good then. The mine is very good for us. Let's get Nidavangr. No, but then we're out of gold. There's really no point. Yeah, let's start recruiting here and we'll pick them up later. But, oh, did I lose the commander here? What happened? Oh, the Nidavangr retreated. Okay. Well, these I can't do anything. But crossbowmen have infantry. We can do that. Let's consolidate here. 60 is dangerous. 110 is too much. Wow, too many barbarians. This we could take, but we don't get there in one turn. So let's roll the dice here. Blessing. Stay behind troops. Do we have cav here? No. But heavy infantry is slow, so we do want to separate them if possible. Hold on fire. Hold on attack closest. How fast are they? 12. They're a little faster. So yeah, this should be fine. I think. But if they are in discipline too, then let's do this. And you have one of these guys. Let's move there because we're recruiting there. And okay, what turn are we? Turn 5. Conquered, lost some Bear Clan again. Lost some Reavers here. Oh, bad event. Okay, I'm ready to start. We're not going to recruit Crow Clan. They're too expensive. But maybe we should get a couple of these guys because it only costs 1 recruitment point and they're better leaders. So let's do that. It would slow down research in a real game. Probably you think about getting getting all your commanders outside, but we're doing fast and loose here. Okay, we recruited as much as we can. Yeah, we're out of recruitment points now, resources. I'm not even seeing the end types, but I don't think there's anything special in the lands we got. Heavy calves. Oh, there's crossbows. Crossbows can be nice. 90. Can we do 90? I think we can try. Can we consolidate? Oh, if we can consolidate, then for sure. Um, should have considered body ethereal too in the research. But he only has leadership of 10. Should I even bring him? No, let's wait for the commanders. I think this will be enough. Do we want to separate them? The archers might wreck me. I think we do want to separate them. Something like that. Now here. What do we do here? We have 50 units, 90, 70, 92. Ooh, I don't like heavy infantry and crossbowmen when we're just rolling 25, but we can try. We can try. All right. Yeah, we're having a lot of attrition on the bear clan, but they do kill a lot. Yeah. Oh, for taking 90 units, look at how many the Nitbatet kill. They probably lost car souls. It doesn't show. Let's see if we catch it. It's hard to see. I suppose we can look here. Yeah, some of them have no scar souls. So how are we doing? Turn 7, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going at a good pace, but now the provinces that are left are harder. Bone Tribe is very powerful. We can't walk there anyway. Neither can we here. But this is an easy province. What trait did he get? Strength. Okay. How hard does he hit? 29. Oof. Yeah, we can move there. Easy. Now I think it's time to start pumping out the Crow clan with this much money. Um, we could go here. It said even more prior, I think. If we bring everyone here, how many do we have? That's it? 36 units? No, no way. No way. Heavy cav is okay for them though. So I'll move them here, see how many I can get. Or do I want something really cheap? Like 3 resources just to catch the lances? Maybe I do. But what do I do with these? They can't take the throne. This is too much. This would be an easy one, but they cannot get there. Cannot get here either. So we'll just have to move them back and consolidate with these. And now the scouts coming too. I'm just gonna, whoops. Just gonna already do his script. And you're gonna wait. And okay. Right. So we got the farm here. You see, you do suffer attrition, but then you have to use the foreign recruit as much as you can to recruit closer to the front. That's how I found it worked. Barbs for this, it's gonna be bad. But this is even more units. Should I stay here one turn and recruit? How many resources? Well, if we're going against barbs, could we get archers? We can't get anything here. I think we just have to roll the dice. Because there's no point waiting forever, right? Although we could recruit here and hit here. Not that much. Now this is our big consolidation. Poor guy got diseased. You see, he has inspirational, but his leadership is lower, so it's the same bonus I'm putting on the Nidjarls. So it's better to put in the Nidjarls. Excuse me, I had to pause there for a second. Yeah, why he can have the archers too. So we can do lines. Hold on fire, hold on attack closest, you're undisciplined, line, you can't do lines. This guy's just gonna die. He might as well suicide. Oops. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, so the Dominions not going any higher. Their clan. We do have a lot of money. How hard would be to, oh my god, 200 barbarians? No way. Not in this test. We'll start preparing for it in a real game. Bone Tribes Part 2. Yeah, we should probably recruit here. No, here can't recruit anything. How about here? Not all our resources either. Resource situation is very bad. I would think about this harder in the real game, but I'm just gonna pick the province with the highest resources and spam Bear Clan. Which is not a lot. Oh wait, I have these guys here, I forgot. You're gonna attack Cav. What's your combat speed? You're slow, so you need to be a little bit more forward. $53. Well, this is one we can recruit. Do we want crossbowmen? They don't have a lot of armor, so crossbows are like just as good as archers, I think. They have more range, but the AP doesn't matter and they fire slower. Do I want to recruit a ton of archers? Because archers are good against what we have here. I think I do. That's not even a lot. How about here? Also, you would be recruiting scouts everywhere. There's decent enough resources here that we can... Oh my god. Not really. So let's get the cheap guys. Maybe we got the cheap guys here too. The cubs, so we can get more of them. And we got some cubs here too, since we have so much money. Did I get cubs or bear car? I got cubs. Yeah, look, we're recruiting everywhere. Here we get another commander. And yeah, you go to capital because I didn't need to recruit so many, but I did. Maybe here's 22 resources, not worth it. Boom, we got it. Got it. We lost. Let's see what happened here. Oh, there's a lot more than I thought. They did intercept the cap, so that part worked. That's okay. Let's look at the other battles. Yeah, this one first. Very nice. This was very clean. Oh yeah, it ended up working out great to separate them like that. Okay, so it's turn 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's not great. We made a few mistakes. From here, we have these archers. We have these cubs. Um, we have these cubs. We have these cubs. And Bear Clan. We'll have Bear Clan. We have a commander. Okay, easy province. We just take it. So there's not even a point bringing this guy. Should just take him back to the cap. Here, Longbowman. Oof. Doesn't look like Cubs can take 100 units, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. But I know these are going here. And these archers are going here. And then if that's the case, we probably want to consolidate. This guy's supposed to be suiciding. So what that closest, I guess. Yeah, we need to take care of 30 barbarians is easy. So why don't we go here, here, and here. And then we recruit as many cubs as we can. And then we get another one, another crow clan. As many bear clan as we can. And then we want maybe more archers. Here. Knights. There are some resources here we can get. You can start getting. We can't really get anything. Looks good enough. Wait, there's people here. I think I forgot to bring them last turn too. I'm making a lot of mistakes trying to do this fast. How many do we have? 40 good units? Yeah, they can take this. Easy. I would say no casualties, but if you lose a scar, so is a casualty, and very likely that we lost one. Yeah, as you can see, the arrows do damage, even short bow arrows. Let's see how our scripting did. Yeah, maybe they shouldn't, when there's this many, shouldn't be all attack closes because they got in the way of each other. So yeah, this is normally where I end the expansion testing, but I think we could have gotten better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that's done. It's not a good result. You want to get between 16 and 20 at least. But I feel like if we didn't make those mistakes, like we have this big group here that it's like 2 recruitment turns because one they have been standing there. The first move I did, I just attacked with the archers. So also we gotta block up here because these are all very hard provinces. Look at this. Um, so it wasn't very lucky in that sense. Um, but I think that gives you a general idea of how expansion goes. It's not very hard. You mostly focus on Bear Clan, and if you think you have opportunities to use Fury resources to recruit something that's useful, you do. When you have more money than you have resources, you use the bear cubs with the cub mothers, just to put more bodies out there, which works against cav because they take the charge. Works against barbarians because barbarians are glass cannons, and yeah, that's it. So this is the first turn I have of the real game. It's turn 4. As you can see, we're not doing it well at the start, but the expansion was okay in the end. I'll show you from turn 12 onwards. Um, we got kind of a bad roll on our indies close to us because we have accurate scrying here. So this is 103 barbarians, 50 jaguar tribe, and even slangers hurt us because we don't have a lot of armor. And 100 Ictids and Ictid warriors, and they can net you. So this is 110 units. So I just have 3 provinces now, not even attacking. We took this so we can watch this battle. So in the first turns, you can see this is my starting army with the Reavers, the archers, and I recruited a lot of cubs just to put bodies out there against militia, light infantry, and heavy infantry. So the javelins go. Team colored squares show rounds. Let's see NR, the hotkeys. They're starting to get surrounded, so they could have arrived a little bit earlier. wasn't too bad. Maybe they could be more spread out, but we cannot do line formations. And the Reavers routed. So yeah, a lot of attrition on the Cub Warriors, but it was 91 units. But now that we are drawing resources from these two provinces, we're recruiting Bear Clan, we're recruiting Nidhir to lead and blast the units. We already have some here. We got Merc archers. So what I'm planning to do probably is attack these barbarians, if I recall, because the monkey archers will do good against them. It doesn't matter that they don't do a lot of damage. It's not AP. They don't have a lot of protection. And we're moving everyone back to the cap. Yes, we're moving here just a Cub Mother to pick up the 3 Reavers that fled there. We got this hero, which is very nice. Like I said, the heroes are not very special. It's just a bear clan with more paths, but it's good. He can already do group regeneration. He can do summon earth power. He can craft earth boots. So it's nice to have, but of course he's going to be researching. Our research is pitiful. This is how we went: alteration, a little bit of enchantment, evocation, conjuration. And we got this nice item. The Skull Mentor gives 14 more research. So that's almost 2 seed branders on Magic 3 apprentices. So we're here in turn 12. From now on, I will have the turns uh, each turn, so we can look at them. I'll probably skip some turns that are boring or just give a summary, but we can have an idea of how our expansion went. So it's turn 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So not a great expansion, maybe even worse than the test. But this map generated by Dream Atlas, which is a very cool project, should check it out, made some weird provinces. For example, these provinces, they don't go anywhere, so you can't go in there. Maybe you can teleport in, I don't know. I might try it, actually, now that I think about it, in the real game. But it really blocked us from expanding here, but the hard indies near us we got. We're saving this for later. I think we're going around it. And let's look at the pretenders of the world. We have Asphodel, very scary. Scalaria, I don't have a lot of experience with this nation, but people told me in the game it has a very scary late game because it has a lot more skeletons than anybody else, because they are reanimators, even though they're a living Roman nation. We have Pythium, we have Agartha, we have Marignan, we have Abyssia, we have Naba, we have Ind, Shinoyama, Kalum, Machaka, and ourselves, Nidavangr. Um, we met in here. I try to be friendly with everyone. I meet them. I say hello. And if I don't plan to go to war with them, I discuss if the borders are okay. Well, if they're okay with me, of course. And then if I don't want to fight them, I ask for a nap. And I think that was the case with Ind and Calum here. Inda would have no problem fighting, although I don't remember what their bless was. Calum, on the other hand, I would prefer not to fight because we want to be spamming out temples, and they're very good at raiding because they're flying, and so I didn't want to deal with them raiding all my lands, and this, even though my temples are cheap, I don't want to rebuild them. So I would prefer not to fight them. I would like to get this throne. I didn't get it. Spoiler. I was fortunate that I got this unit from an event, and it's not a merc. It's my commander, my units, and the meteorite are very strong, and they showed up right here, I think. So I was like, okay, great. Let's just take the water province. One more for us. Here, I think we're starting to recruit the Ictids to take this. It's just 20 turtle tribe. Very easy. Um, Up here, we saw Asphodel. It's great that we got this before them because they can go underwater much easier than us. Um, and we might want to challenge this. I don't think we got it though. I think they got there earlier. We'll see. And so our expansion here ended when we met Asphodel, and Bithium has had a crazy expansion, not only near me but near everybody else. And I was okay with these borders because some of this stuff I'm leaving behind since this province is blocked, and these nations probably are not going to take this very fast. We have mermen here too. Am I already recruiting them? No, but I do recruit mermen later to get this province. So this I can take later is basically already mine. Of course, I could have left these provinces for later too, but this one was close to my cap. This one I was already contesting with Machaca. And I spoke to Machaca and it was okay. I think he told me I already finished expanding on that side. So feel free. I told him I wanted to have this because this is too away from my capital. Yeah, it's a strange map. You see, these small provinces make it so from here is three, but from here is just two. So this is too away from my cap. Now, I would have preferred to coalition Asphodel so we don't have to deal with the massive uh, issues they bring once they start exploding in the game by taking out players with their numeric advantage and undead troops. And also, I think in the start of the game, they have a power spike because they have not killed all of their population yet. And they kill it slowly. So, Asphodel, at this point in the game, from what I understand, because I never played it, but they have their Pangea units, which are very good, and they have their free spawn. And their temples cost 300 in forest and produce nature gems. And the labs cost 300 in forest. So they're really good for exploding out of control really fast. And when you have a nation like that, I feel like it's better for, even though you would prefer to fight an easier nation, it's better to coalition them with their other neighbors. And I think I'm already talking to the people around them to check what they want to do about it, if they want to do something. But I myself am not leaning towards attacking them, even though that would be my preference because of the issue with Pythium. So Pythium has the Titan of War and Wisdom, Pretender. And with his troops and with his Titan, he expanded very fast everywhere. And Although it's a bit cramped here, I think I'm going to get a decent number of provinces to get started. Except I wanted this farm because this farm looks like a big province. It probably has a lot of income and it's two away from my cap on this side. So I told him, I said, look, I saw you brought your big item here. It was very cool. And you took this, but you went too close to my cap. Is it okay if you take this one and I have this one, or maybe I can buy it from you? And even though it was friendly, he really didn't want to give it up. He said, I'm playing a nation that's too strong, that I'm gonna get coalition anyway, that I shouldn't push my luck. I think it was something like that, the conversation. It didn't bother me too much, anything he said, because, yeah, I think the nation's strong and people might be scared of it, but if they're going to attack me, they're going to attack me anyway, and they wouldn't care if I got an extra farm or not. And his nation is strong too, and he has an awake titan, so I don't think his arguments matter for what we were saying. And so we were at an impasse, and I think what we settled on is I was going to pay 6 or 5 turns, yeah, 5 turns income of this province to him because he took it, and now I'm going to take it for free. So we're doing this attack peacefully, and that skull mentor I had that give 14 research, I was going to give them to as part of the deal. No, because he took a Titan, that cost design points, and he wasted a turn expanding here. Now he's not gonna have the province. But that being said, I basically I took the only deal I could take because he was at a stronger point. I took this greedy build. My pretender is only coming area 3, and he's already much stronger because he took an awake pretender, which maybe I should have done too because this mod divine ascendancy calls for it. But yeah, that kind of, even though we agreed and it was me who proposed the deal, that kind of gave me a sour taste because I felt like, wow, if I'm getting kind of bullied right now, it's not going to get any better, especially because I'm bordering him here and here, right? So I found out that Machaca was also not happy with some other situation, which he explained to me, but I won't go into detail. But Machaca wanted to fight him too. So we did this deal. We got an app, but I was already, I think, either right now planning the nap end. It was probably not right now. It was probably a few turns later, as the conversation evolved with Machaca. So at this point of the game, because of this diplo with Perfume, I already decided that I'm not sure it was exactly this turn. I think it was a few turns after that I was gonna have a non-aggression pact with Asphodel here, which would be normally my first war target, and he accepted, which was great. We can look at what we're recruiting and mm, what our research is. I don't remember if we already saw this, but yeah, so we got a little bit of alteration, some evil, we're getting some conjuration, thaumaturgy, and now we're starting on construction. And we're getting Nidbatheds and Bear Clan, just as in our test game. We're getting Wolf Clan, so we're not recruiting Crow Clan yet. I probably think I still need my money to get foreign recruit troops, put PD. And we have a few groups going here, but we reached the limit of our expansion on many sides. So we're consolidating troops here to take these barbs, which we're pinging. Our dominion has not expanded here, so we don't have accurate scrying. We want to know exactly how many barbarians there are. And here we're moving scouts. Our hero is site searching. And here we have a big group, but uh, they don't need to take this right now because this is all the lands surrounding it are ours. This small province makes it weird like that. So I think he put some PD here. We're bringing this whole big group, which could take a fairly big province. Unfortunately, we don't have anywhere to go with them anymore. I think they'll attack here later. Yeah, this is a heavy cav province. And we got some Bakemono archers from this province here. And they're cheaper to recruit in mountains. And this is mountains, highlands and mountains. So 7 gold for a spear dude, size 2, or 7 gold for an archer, which is basically just as good as my archer that costs 10. A little bit worse. He's undisciplined, but doesn't matter for archers that much. He's also stealthy and he has dark vision. And we're going underground later here. So even though we're a foreign recruit, I thought these indies were good. So we only have one battle to watch next turn. Here's what I'll try to do. I'll try to show the script and then I'll pause and go immediately to the next turn to show the result of the script. So here the script is the Bakemono are here in discipline, the Crow clan are on fire, the Nids are on attack closes, hold an attack closes so they can get blessed. The Bear clan are a little bit offset behind because they're undisciplined, they cannot hold. And the idea is these two will merge at the same time as the units as the archers are firing on them. Let's see how that works. Okay, here we are next turn. There isn't a lot of PD here, so this should be pretty easy. Yeah, the Nids could have gotten there a bit sooner. The archers are trading. Now they should be routing. Yeah, I think they routed already. Oh, one more volley. Let's see if any of them got Righteous Wrath. No, not him. No. Yeah, I didn't even lose Scar Souls, it seems, because no Righteous Wrath proc. Yeah, let's look at his results. Queen Forest. Lost some Bakemono. And one Bear Clan. Okay, so turn 13. This is where we saw that battle. Our first Wolf Clan is gonna follow our hero Roar here, who is started side searching here. Now he's going around our borders, and he's gonna do a circle and go inside probably. And behind him is the Wolf Clan Mage to search for water. Now we ping here. So what is this called? Black Peaks. Let's see exactly. Black Peaks. 44 barbarians, so it was lower than it actually showed. Yeah, but higher than it's showing now. So pinging is good when you have dangerous units like that. We'll have no problem with 44 barbarians. This group 2 will have no problem with 40 heavy infantry, heavy cavalry. This group with the Bakemono is going underground now, so we'll take advantage of the dark vision. We do have some uh, Burkidus, yeah, I guess that's how you say it. Down there, some EA Pyrene cavemen. And we're still not recruiting our Crow clan, unfortunately. I think we still need these guys to bless our NIDs. And our research is going forward. Construction 3 is our goal. So now we have 3 battles to look forward to. So I'll try to do this. I'll show the script, pause, look at the next turn, and bring you back so we can do this for each one. So on Dragon Scale Mountains, we have 12 NIDs, the 23 Bear Clan, and a lot of Bear Cubs. So these armies look big, but you have to remember that the Cub Warriors are terrible units. They're just there because they're cheap and easy to mess. And is that same idea where I offset the disciplined ones to the back because they cannot hold an attack? The ones that can hold an attack are a little more forward so they can get blessed. And you try to make contact at the same time. You separate them so you get a better line of engagement with as few units as possible blocking each other. Although it's not really possible to do that with square formations. But as much as you can, you also don't want to separate them a lot because then you might get enveloped depending on how the indies are spaced out and their formations, and that's random. So let's see this battle how it goes. Darkland got to the cab first. They do all right. Now, unfortunately, a lot of them are going to block each other because they're holding attack closest. But it's not so bad because they surround the remaining cavalry and that kills them very quickly. The Cubs don't do well against heavy infantry, but there's no very easy indie types here, so it is what it is. Okay. So we did lost 6 Bear Clan because they made contact first. Unfortunate, but they do kill a lot. Lost Cub Warriors, and this is probably to the heavy infantry. Yeah, they kill exactly 7. It's probably all Cub Warriors. But okay, we took the province. Our NIDs, each one killed 1. None of them died. That's the unit we want to preserve. It's not perfect, but it was okay. I went back to turn 13 so we can look at the script that we're using to invade the caves. And we have 12 Nidbatads, 34 Bear Clan, and a combination of Bakemono archers and archers, and the Bakemono having the advantage. Not only that they're cheaper, but they have dark vision. Of course, my Nids have Spirit Sight too, but the Crow Clan archers and the Bear Clan warriors do not. This is the script is basically what we already saw. So let's see how the battle goes. These cavemen have nets too, which is annoying. Of course, all of them have dark vision. And the other ones can throw sticks and stones too, which hurt low armored people like us, although the Bear Clan do have some armor. There go the nets. They are very strong. They break through very quickly. It was nice that even though we're separated, the Nids had their own group to fight, which they chop up very fast. We are already here in the back. Also, our archers do damage because they don't have a lot of prop. So yeah, looks like it went all right. It's never without attrition. I mean, sometimes, but most cases you suffer a little bit of attrition with this nation. You don't have a super bless. And this is the result. We lost a few bear clan. And you know, they're not mega expensive too, right? 12 gold, so and you can see how killy they are. So this is why I think this is the best generalist unit that you can get. Because you don't want to combine a lot of different units. Although here it's an exception because we're complementing to different types of archers. And yeah, Bakuman archers killed 2, Crow Clan archers killed 1. The Nids killed even more. They would have killed more if they reached the front earlier, but of course I prefer to preserve them than the Bear Clan, who don't have the blast, are not sacred, and don't have Scar Souls. Back to turn 13 again. Here we are attacking the barbarians we pinged earlier in Black Peaks. And what do we have? 23 Nids, 30 bear cubs. And here I think it's the remnants of our initial expansion army, because there are only 3 Reavers. And if you put them, if this guy can only lead 2 squads, right? He can lead a third one, but then everybody gets -1 morale. So what I prefer to do is put them with the archers, because they'll take the order fire just as well, and they'll use it to fire their javelin and then move into melee, while the archers will continue to fire. And now we got, since we don't have Bear Clan warriors here, and their cubs are being led by a cub mother, nobody's undisciplined, so they don't need to be offset to the back. And the archers don't have anybody in front, because probably what's going to happen is they're both going to join the battle more or less at the same time. Probably the Nids a little bit after, but it's okay. I want to preserve them as much as possible. And nobody's going to reach the archers, and they're going to be close enough to get good accuracy. So let's see how the battle goes. Here are the barbs, 44 of them. It's good to have the archers as close to the front as possible, because they already start firing right away, and the barbarians only have 7 prot, so they do take damage. Yeah, it was joined at the same time. Of course, the Reavers were killed, but we only had 3 of them left. I couldn't make a big squad anymore because I'm not going to recruit them anymore, so it's fine. And yeah, the Cubs, of course, die a lot to the barbarians, but they give it back. They have max attack of 19 damage. Oh, this guy has lower attack because he's routing, right? Yeah, they lose attack, but it's almost the same thing. It's just a little more damage. Oh, not a little, a lot. Let's compare their prots. Yeah, their prots are even worse. There are worse barbarians that don't berserk, but they're also cheaper. And here's the battle summary. So 8 Cub Warriors died, they killed 9. The Nids, only one of them died, probably lost more scalpels, but they killed 27. And ripped to the Wolf Clan Reavers, but they did what they could. It's not my preferred unit, and there were only 3 left of them. So that's it. I think that wraps up expansion for now. We'll talk about more about these turns in the turns following. Um, oh, cliffhanger. What do we have here? Stay tuned for the next episode. What happened here? What is a troll raider? Anybody heard of that? Um, because yeah, now the drums of war are rolling and expansion's basically ended. We're gonna get this province, this province. We're gonna finish expanding down here, which is just a very nice 3 province cave that's gonna be all yours, all ours, except that it makes contact with the Scalari here. And we get Zots, which are very cool. I like them. And but the drums of war are rolling, and we wanted to fight Asphodel, but we ended up fighting Pythium because of the Diplo situation. So next turn, the real multiplayer starts, and well, next episode, I'll try to summarize turns so when it's too much of the same, so they don't get bored. See you.